Hey, my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous souls, Rainbow Moon here. Today we're working on karmic relationships, and this is sort of how to get over your karmic. So we're going to dive right in, and I've got these crystals lined up here, so you can choose one of these crystals, and there'll be a special message for you also at the end about the crystal, okay? And we're going to jump right in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, so if you chose this yellow crystal, this is a yellow quartz. All right, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that towards the end. Okay, so first things first, we're talking about karmics. So let's just get a subject from my Lost Love Oracle about your karmic. We've got two that are coming out, and we're going to take both of them. So we've got time heals, and we've got this self-torture. So I feel like you're still torturing yourself about this, and even though this may be gone or long gone, or you're entering a healing process, you're still caught up in this blaming yourself and thinking that a lot of this was your fault, and you're still trying to understand, you're still struggling, but you're still caught in the energy of what was. So you can take your time healing. You have to definitely do the healing on your terms. But I feel like even though you're entering the notion of healing and you're trying to get into it and accept, you're still stuck. So you have to free yourself from all the regrets and all the self-punishing things and all the things that you feel like you did wrong, or you were bad, or you weren't good enough, or you weren't hot enough, or sexy enough, or smart enough. You have to let those things go, because you're still keeping yourself chained. Even though this person may be long gone, or they're moved on, or they've done whatever they've done, you still feel very chained to this. And I also feel like you feel very chained to a timeline. Like you feel like you don't know how long it's going to take for you to recover from this, or you're a little bit leery of it because it's going to be a long road. But yeah, I mean, we're meant to hurt over these things. Hurt is how we heal. Hurt is how we grow. And this is an uncomfortable growth for you. All right, let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, this is a self-esteem issue. So you need to work on your self-esteem. You would not have been caught up with a person like this if your self-love was good and your self-worth. So find ways to cultivate more of that in your life, like putting in more time on yourself and on your goals and the things that you want to do, and maybe put some effort into setting new goals, okay? Or little goals that you can accomplish that will give you back joy. But you need more joy in your life. You need more self-worth. You need to cultivate time to do this, to put this time on you and heal and become like a different person from this. I feel like the old you and the old ways of attraction, the way you were attracting and the way you were putting yourself maybe out there, was attracting people that were draining on you. So I feel like this is part of the lesson here, was about the self-worth and the self-esteem. And that's why you got dragged into this connection with a karmic partner, was to help teach you about this. Okay, so we have those, sort of subjects. Let's draw off of those. What can you do to help get this self-love and this self-worth better? What can you do to help heal once and for all? What can you do to help yourself heal from this? So we've got setting boundaries. So in the past, you may not have done this. You may have been too loving, too giving, too trusting. It's also that I feel like with this person, a lesson was that you may have known they were up to no good, or they were not serious, or you may have known that they were lying, or you may have known that they were going behind your back and cheating or doing something dishonest, and you kept going with it, or you kept allowing it, or you kept ignoring the red flags, okay? That's part of boundaries. I also feel like you have to set some boundaries for you and everyone in your life, because that's how, if you start with everyone in your life, that's how you can, cultivate good relationships to come to you. And then you start doing it in your relationships. Relationships do not have to be boundless. Connections do not have to be boundless. There are some things that are not okay. There are some things that, you should not tolerate. So Spirit wants you to work on that. Spirit is like, telling me this person has zero boundaries at all. It also means don't get involved in other people's business and try to tell them what to do. Know your place and know your worth. And Spirit is bringing this in because I feel like it's an important lesson when we go into our romantic relationships. Definitely. If you look at this beautiful card and you can see in the background, we've got like this leopard or this cheetah. It's sort of like she knows how to protect herself and she knows how to protect her energy. So that's what you need to learn to do. I feel like you have to really say, I choose to make myself my own priority, and I have power to set boundaries and always honor myself. That's really her message here. Okay. All right, so let's see what else you can do. In the meantime, more things you can do to work on yourself and your self-worth and your self-love. What else can you do? Show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. Yeah, so you have low self-esteem. You may not feel very good about yourself or very sexy about yourself, or I just feel like your shine, something has like dimmed that shine inside, or you forgot about it, or you forgot how, magical you are, how wonderful you are. And sometimes we need to remind ourselves, but you also have to be around the right kind of people that are going to do that for you and, help you kind of live in the moment a little bit more and enjoy a little bit more. That's what I feel like you've been missing. This karmic relationship kind of drained that right out of you. So I would say working on, maybe coming out of your comfort zone a little bit and definitely staying away from drama and allowing others to compliment you and elevate you and lift you up and, give you back that sense of complimentary that you are missing, that went down the drain with your ex. All right, so let's now talk about what can happen once you've healed. How can you invite new love into your life, more love, new love, once you've done healing? Okay, we can't be lining up another partner when we haven't all the way healed. All right, so what can you do after you've had that significant healing? Yeah, look at that. New love will come in. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work projects or your spiritual growth. That doesn't really make sense. I don't know why it says in your work prospects or projects. I feel like just know that like new love is coming into you. And when you're ready for it, okay, you're not ready for it right now, but you will be. Everything has a season. We have to trust that this is just a time for you of healing, a time for you to be single, a time for you to be by yourself, and you have to be okay with that, or else you're not going to find the love that you so desire from your soul. All right, so let's get into some honest answers on the outro for you to know about. You've got to ask your angels. The past does not define you, and you just need a little push. All right, I hope those messages were helpful. Thanks so much for watching. All right, if you chose the green crystal, what are your messages about your karmic connection? What are your messages about your karmic? Okay, so we've got lust. Lust isn't love. So this may have been born from lust. Now, I don't know if you guys know about soul ties, but soul ties are when relationships are born from lust, okay? They cannot sustain because lust is a temporary emotion or feeling, okay? So when something births out of lust or is born from lust, it is not going to last. And this may have been something you were mistaken of, or you thought it could have been more, or maybe they thought it could have been more. It was born from lust, so it could not sustain. It is not love. So you may have been caught up in a little bit of infatuation or the sexy sensational part of it, or maybe they really blew your socks off and they wowed you so much that you thought, oh my God. Or it could be that you just got fixated on it. So what else do we need to know about this karmic? This is real talk here, guys. Yeah, free yourself. You change yourself. It's almost like bondage. It's almost like the devil card in tarot. It's like being caught up in somebody's energy that's not even good for you. It's like letting yourself believe a false promise that you told yourself or they told you. But getting chained to someone, you have to free yourself. There are people that have wasted their entire life wanting a lust relationship to be more than it could be. You have to understand sometimes person who is in lust energy can never give you what you want because that's the energy they're in, and they don't want to change that. They are okay being in that energy. What else do we need to know? Yeah, look at too many ups and downs. So it could be that, maybe they promised you some things and didn't deliver. Maybe this was an on again, off again thing, but Spirit is trying to tell you it needs to be off permanently because all of these things, do not allow you to live your life. And when you stay chained and stuck on this that cannot sustain and cannot grow, you're taking yourself out of the game. You're taking yourself out of the game so you can't attract the right type of love that you need or want. All right. So let's now talk about, let's see what else we can pull in here. All right. So we want to talk about healing. Healing is very important here. So I feel like, your emotions and everything were played with, toyed with, but you are hung up and caught up in chains over somebody who only thinks of you in a lustful or sexual way. So why, and, how can we heal that? How can we heal that, get past that, work past that? What do we need to know about that? Yeah, we've got sacred purpose. All right, so we've got sacred purpose, ancestral legacy. So this could be, now, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but sometimes we carry the karma from past lives into this life, and something with your ancestral, I don't know, your soul family or your ancestral bloodline. This could be that this is a repeating pattern, in other words, is what I'm trying to get at. It could be a repeating pattern from a past life. So you may have had a past life with this person. And in the past life, you were fine and good and married and happy and children and family and the white picket fence and the dream come true. But in this life, it can't be because they're stuck in lust energy. Lust energy is a darker energy. Because like I said, it's not love, it can't sustain. So I feel like within all of this, you're supposed to find more your purpose, more what your soul is here for, what your soul is here, to learn about, and call upon your ancestors. And, I feel like their energy, your ancestral energy, is kind of pulsing through you, trying to heal you from this, trying to heal this like once and for all, is what I'm getting. So this might be bigger than you realize energetically. But your ancestors, I feel like, are trying to move you through this, move you past it, and they're trying to attach the lessons to you so it doesn't repeat again. So this, in your lifetime, you have to know this may be a repeating thing. You may fall for these lust that are not love relationships, okay? That's what Spirit's trying to bring forward. Okay, so what can you do in the meantime to help you cultivate more self-love, more self-awareness, help yourself through this? Stop judging and start loving. So it could be that, you're judging yourself here. It could be that you're judging the person that you were caught up with here. It could be maybe they're moved on and they have someone else and you're judging that person that they're with. But either way, there can be no judgments going forward because you yourself can be judged for your actions. And I feel like they can be judged, you can be judged. We're all judged at the end, but not in this life. It doesn't belong in our lives when we're trying to heal and we're trying to move past things. Our biggest challenge on this spiritual journey is transforming our fear into love. So if we can do that, we can get past our jealousy and our insecurities. And, when we're feeling shitty and insecure and scared and lonely, we're always looking to point the finger. So I feel like Spirit is really trying to help you, surrender that part of your ego and banish all that hate and start celebrating what, you love and what you want. And, definitely pay attention to your thoughts, okay? This is more about more on the negative thoughts gotta go, okay? So once all this is healed and you've done this work, how can you cultivate new love or the right kind of love into your life after this significant healing is done? Because we can't be lining up another person when we haven't even healed. So let's see if we can see what will come. Yeah, look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. This is a test of strength for you. And I feel like you will become stronger because of this. And once you've gained that strength, that's when you're going to find the love that's right for you. Okay? Hope that was helpful. All right. So we've got the last couple of crystals. I'm just going to stick them up on here. And we're going to do the last messages. All right. The last messages here about your karmic relationship. What do you need to know? So we've got let go. Don't wait for bloody hands. Yeah, so you're holding on too tightly to this. Even though this may be long gone, long over, you are actually harming yourself by holding on. And in my senses here, I feel that you're just afraid you don't know what's below you. You don't know what's going to happen. You feel like if you let go, you failed. You feel like, maybe you're just holding on to this because you don't have anything else. Or maybe, you still feel for this person, but they're no good for you. Somebody, may have even been telling you. I feel like you have people telling you this. Like, people in your life are telling you this. Like, look, stop. It's time to let go. Like, stop it. Let go. Stop being so stubborn. I feel like people in your life are, like, telling you that. Trying to help you here. Trying to get you to release. What else do we need to know? Yeah, you're waiting in vain. And you're disappointing yourself. This person wanted to call you, they'd be calling you. If they wanted to text you, they'd be texting you. If they wanted to spend time with you, they would spend time with you. I know these are things that hurt to hear, but you got to hear them. People, in your life can be disappointing when you have high expectations. So I feel like you put your expectations too high over something that was not sustainable, and you know it deep down. So you're waiting in vain. You're wasting your time. You're taking yourself out of the game, waiting for somebody who is nothing but barbed wire. That's all they are. They are barbed wire. What else do we got here? Yeah. Replenish yourself. You let this person take way too much. You've deprived yourself of sun and water and the things that this flower, sun, water, nurture, grow, all those things. You've deprived yourself of those things. They've drained you. They drained all the life and the beauty and the significance of your purpose. I feel like this is why karmic relationships are so difficult, and soul ties. You stay stuck on a person. There's people that waste their whole life on somebody that was never going to give them what they wanted, and they had it in their head convinced till they die that this was the person and they were going to waste their life for. So you have wasted enough time. You can replenish yourself. You can do it. You can rebirth and be vital again and flourish again. You can. But you have to do it. No one else can. No one, a knight in shining armor can't come in and rescue you. You can't line up another person just because, you don't want to be alone. You have to do this for you and do it once and for all is what I'm hearing from Spirit, because this is a bit of a pattern for you. Okay. So let's see what else you can do to help yourself heal here, because you have to heal before you can open up for new love opportunities, and we're going to talk about that. All right, so what's an area for healing Spirit wants us to bring through here? Okay, so we've got adjustment. Looking back, moving forward. Yeah, you're looking back too much. I feel like this person, you're turned into stone and they're off somewhere flourishing. I feel like you definitely have gained wisdom from this, though, because going into it, you're wishing now. You're like, I wish I knew then, what I know now. And I feel like you're beating yourself up a little bit about that. Don't, because, I feel like a lot of these karmic partners that we get tied to can be narcissistic and abusive and not good, but they're for hard lessons. Don't beat yourself up about that. It's just that, you're spending too much attention, fixated. It definitely means, you need to pause and, try to call some of your energy back here. And, you're reflecting, but you're becoming wiser and wiser every single day. And I just feel like a good affirmation for you would be like something like, is it safe for me to stop and reconsider my path here, my progress here? Am I being patient enough with myself? I am patient, I'm courageous. Like, I feel like you need some power words like that, because I feel like you may be like, now where do I go, what do I do? So there's some sense here that you may be feeling lost, or you don't know how to go on, you don't know how to move forward. So you definitely have to trust what you've learned so far. And sometimes we have to go forward blindly on the journey and not know what's coming next. And I feel like this is really a time for you to use your inner strength and develop it. So let's see what else we get. After you've done some of this healing and building your inner strength up, what can you expect coming in for new love when the time is right? What can you expect coming in for new love? Oh, forgiveness. So this is another step you need to take before you can, open up to new love. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So this is a perfect explanation here. You really have to let this person go and all of the past go. You can't be like, I'm over them, but you're really not, and try to go find someone else. It's not going to work that way. If you don't heal at all, it's going to stay with you, and it's going to fuck up your future relationships, because you're always going to have these little crumbs and these little stupid shit things from these past people that bother you. Okay? So I feel like Spirit's like, forgive, because they're not meant to be in your life, and they're not going to be in your life. In 10 years, it's not going to matter. In 5 years, it's not going to matter. In a year, it's not going to matter. Okay? So I feel like forgive, because life is short, and all the past pains and all the past people and all the people that didn't want you right and didn't love you right and dumped you or mistreated you or rejected you, let it all go, because that's how, when you let it all go, and you're clean and clear of all that, and you have clean slate, and you're opening up to love again, that's how you're going to attract the right love in, and not the same types you always have. Okay? I hope all these messages were helpful, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. I'm always here. If you have questions, guys, I'll leave all my private reading information in the links below. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thanks so much for watching.